Yo, 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 we live on location, New York City's for NBA Draft Week 2022. Me and the blackest one, we in the building. Yes, today we got a very special guest, Baldwin, New York's own.
Baldwin.
You know what I'm saying? Seton Hall's on. We representing here. We got a member of the little Players Tribune family, Knuckleheads family in the building, y'all.
Yes,
it's the first time, you know what I'm saying? We got Seton Hall's on, Mr. Jared Rhoden chilling. Appreciate you pulling up, young.
Thanks for having me, y'all. Love, man. First of all, we appreciate you coming on the show, so forth on. You like family. You know, this is your first time really meeting us, but, you know, your sister being part of our production family and, you know, all that. So
I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Baldwin, New York. Where is Baldwin, New York?
It's in Long Island, little old Long Island.
Long Island.
Yeah.
How is it in Baldwin?
It's all right. It's it's a pretty diverse area. It's pretty chill, suburbs. It's not too crazy. It's not like the hood or nothing like that. But yeah, man, it has its ups and downs. Like when I was real young, there was some stuff going on, but as I got a little older, it cleaned up a lot, which I was grateful for. But yeah, man, I think just the diversity there, being around so many different cultures growing up, I think that allowed me to really change my viewpoint on life a little bit, and having some people similar to myself.
Let's talk about the road, like Baldwin High School, and you know, you played there for 2 years. How was that for you?
Man, it was crazy. I started off, my zone school where I was comfortable with my family, support and all that. And, the stigma in New York is like, if you not from the city, you can't play. Or if you don't play in the city, you're not like that.
So you always wanted to play them city boys.
Yeah, so I had to get at them. So I had to outsource myself a little bit. So I'm like, nah, man, I got to be out. So I had the opportunity to play at a prep school in R. Xavier Lutheran in the Bronx, where I just extended myself, took the risk, and bet on myself, man. And I just took the opportunity, and I went to go bang up on them city kids.
Yeah.
How was that being in the program that was brand new though?
It was different, man. I was a setting stone for real. So Coach Pete, Peter Way, pretty known in the city right now, one of the best coaches, high school coaches out there right now. He put all his cards in me, and he was like, yo, I want you to be the staple. I want you to be the person that makes this. I want you to be remembered as the person that came here and rebirthed our Xavier Lutheran.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I took that as an honor, and I'm like, hey, man, I'm rocking with you. We're going to build it together.
Yeah.
He's sacrificing his family, putting everything on the line for me. He moved out there, lived out there with us, and it was amazing just to see his dedication, and I think that drove me to even want to make it bigger. And so just having him in my corner, pushing me every day, and just trying to create something, man. In New York, we was the only independent school that was able to play across all platforms. So we played a national schedule. We was taking buses to all over the country, doing it different. It's so common. You just see regular schools you got the Archbishops, the Christ the Kings and all that, but we was trying to make our own name and our own path and just be trailblazers.
How was it for you before COVID and after COVID? Because you're a special breed. You're in the process of your career during COVID.
For sure, it was tough, man. I mean, a lot of dark days, bro. Can't find a gym. You just doing push-ups in the crib, just doing whatever you can. Dribbling downstairs in the basement.
Yeah.
Just figuring it out, man. And I think the biggest thing was mental health. Trying to stay focused.
Mentally locked in.
Yeah, so many times you stimulated by other people. You chilling with your boys, chilling with your mans, or you around so many more family members. But for me, I was just isolated, and you find a lot of time to yourself. But I think I learned a lot about myself and just who I was and what I enjoyed to do.
Yeah.
And I found that was my work. And I found myself going out my way to try to better my game.
So was the good part of COVID was you got a chance to kind of look at where you was at in life and what you was doing, and so to kind of reboot yourself?
Definitely. I think for me, I was 20 years old, so it was a big transition period in my life of who I was trying to find myself and who I was becoming. And it was a good chance for me to just have a standstill moment, and all the outside noise was chilled out for a little while, and I was just by myself and around the people I loved, and I was just, figuring it out who I was and what I wanted to do. And that's when I really realized I got to turn this basketball thing up another notch and right now it could be dudes chilling, and I'm gonna take that as a competitive advantage and be like, yo, I'm gonna put in the work right now.
Yeah. So that's what you came out of COVID, like focus on. How was it when you came out of COVID? How did everything?
It was tough. Like I found myself a little like closed off to people a little bit. Like I was at the crib just chilling, doing nothing. Like I didn't want to talk to nobody. I was just like, bro, I forgot how to, communicate to my friends.
Yeah.
And then like, as time progressed, I just opened up a little bit, started becoming natural, just being me again, and it all worked out, man. I'm just thankful. Like if you got the right people around you, it all comes back circle. So
when did you get to work out with Melo?
Damn, a couple times. So I was real young. When I was real young, I used to be the ball boy for the Knicks.
Okay.
So, I had that connection with Chris, and that's how I always, stayed in touch through everybody in that life. And that's what really made me fall in love with the game. So I worked out. I did one of the first Black Ops,
up at the Lifetime.
Yeah, up at the Lifetime gym when they was doing the, the little free runs. So I was up there, and I had a workout, and there was a bunch of pros there. That was just a crazy experience, being a young high school kid, getting a chance to play against Melo, him posting me up, doing all that stuff, teaching me, talking shit, and it was crazy. But man, those are the type of memories and stuff that I think put that extra little fuel in me and made that my dream seem so close. Meeting a dude like Melo, and he's so down to earth, and he's cool and chopping it up with me, and everyone's embracing me as their own, and like. That was dope for me, and like I think that little stuff like that changed me, like made me push forward a little more.
Mm-hmm. How was it like being at Seton Hall? The school, the hometown school, and
yeah.
How was it like playing there?
It was dope, man. I mean, that was the main reason why I chose it was because it was hometown. I got a chance to stay close to my family, my peoples. They got a chance to see me play, and I think they just fit my style, like that hard nose, like play hard, play with energy, play with passion. Mm-hmm. That's what I was built on. That's the only way I know how to play and know how to move, and that's just what that school is about for real. And it was great seeing so many New York people be successful there before me. Like my coach Shaheen Holloway, who was one of the dudes that was my main advocate for me. Him, you got the Isaiah Whiteheads, you got so many dudes.
Andy Griffin.
Yeah, Andy Griffin.
Yeah,
like
he's my class. Shout out to Andy Griffin.
Dudes that could hoop, man, and like you just see them be free and play with that passion, that love there.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like it was a no-brainer.
Talk about the process of you going through the combine, because you had to go, through the G League route, then make it to the regular NBA. Talk about that process, because that's something that's new.
Yeah, man, I call it the Triple Crown. So I started off before the G League. I started off at Portsmouth.
Oh,
it's
Portsmouth Invitational. Okay.
Right. So you get the top high school kids, like seniors. I mean, college seniors.
Yeah. That
they invite to this one camp. And basically, you try and work your way up from there. And there's a bunch of NBA front office people there or whatever. But yeah, it was like the introductory camp before you could even get to like the G League combine.
Before you even go to Chicago.
You got to kill at the Portsmouth, then you got to kill at the G League,
and then you got to go to the combine.
Right.
So it was only like me. It was only me and two other dudes that did that this whole year. But yeah, bro, like coming out when I made that decision that I wasn't going back, bro, I'm like. Nah, I'm locked in on it. Like, if I'm going to do it, I'm doing it.
Yeah,
I'm going to go everywhere.
Tested.
Yeah, you get the Grizzly Award. You
battle tested.
The battle tested.
But that's what I've been trying to show everybody, that's what I'm about. That's who I am. Like, that's just me. Like, whatever situation you put me in, I don't care where I'm playing. I don't care if I'm playing in the park. I don't care if I'm playing in the gym in front of NBA execs. Whoever it is, like, put me out there, bro, I'm going to kill. And I'm going to show you that I'm a dog. I'm going to play hard. And you're going to love my energy and my passion and what I do with the game. So you're going to feel me regardless. And I just kept making jumps incrementally, improving, and that's what I've been trying to show through this process, is betting on myself.
How did you feel like teams received you? Like by the end of your whole journey through the whole process, how you feel like a couple of teams feel like they liked you a lot? Yeah,
I think a lot of them were shocked by how good I actually was. Just because, like, you got this perception of me as a player. And then I think when you see me up close, and you feel me a little different. The way I'm moving on the court, the way I'm playing with so much passion and energy. And I think people are shocked by my skill too. One thing I've been trying to showcase a lot is my ability to shoot the basketball. And I could really shoot, and a lot of teams are starting to see that. it's been great for them to finally have that up close opportunity to talk to me and see that. And man, I've been doing the damn thing. So
how many workouts did you do overall?
So I did 14 different teams.
And how many days?
Probably like 30 days, 35 days maybe.
So that's like a team every other day.
Every other day. I had a couple back-to-backs. I went to Sacramento twice. Like, so it's been crazy, but
what would you say was the hardest workout for you?
Hardest workout, Boston. Boston Celtics, because they make you do that 3-minute run at the end. You just running up and down sprints. You gotta get
touch
like
the
20 something. Yeah, just touch the line. You dead tired. You just finished giving out your hardest.
Yeah.
But people don't know about the 3-minute run. It's more mental than anything.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because people start we used to do it all the time. People start running fast and die out. If you run not fast but like a regular pace,
yeah, you'll be all right.
You'll finish it and you'll get what the fastest do.
So that's what I started doing. I got out to running. I'm just like trying to sprint. I'm like, wait, chill. I'm getting tired. I got to like 10. I'm like, nah, I gotta relax. I gotta pace myself.
Out of this whole process, what's a moment that you was nervous in that moment?
That's a good question, yo. Shoot. I say, bro, I wake up every day and I'm nervous. I don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
I think that's life. That's what life is. You wake up, you don't really know what to expect, who you gonna see, who you gonna meet. But I think, just battling every day and getting over that. I think like as I progress through each day, I overcome my nervousness. And like as I just keep going and keep gaining confidence as I interact with people and move forward, like I just feel like my energy just starts getting greater, and I just gain more confidence. And then, but if I had like one thing in particular, I'd say probably like when I got the call from the G League Combine to the NBA Combine. And like people started looking at me a little closer, and I was like, oh man, like this is coming full circle. Like, it's actually here. I got my peoples back home calling me. They're so excited, blah, blah, blah. And, just like trying to fulfill my dream and just remember it's bigger than me too, And I think that's the biggest thing. It's hard to like take that switch sometimes and be like, yo, like, yeah, I'm doing it for myself, but I'm doing it for my people, for my community, for the people that love me and support me,
Yeah.
So like, I can't let them down.
Yeah.
And sometimes that be going through my head, like, you just gotta do it for them too.
What you gonna do for your draft process? Like you and the family gonna get together? You gonna have all the fun?
I'm gonna keep it cool. I'm just gonna be at the crib, the family, just relaxing and just sharing that intimacy with them. I think that's what got me there. They my rock, they're my ground. So for me, it's just that's what I'm gonna spend my time with and my energy with in that moment.
How do you feel about your sister working with the #1 podcast in the game?
Hey, man, that's so dope. She be telling me some crazy stories, some crazy experiences.
I mean, it's more about Q, though, right?
Shoot.
What's more about me?
All the crazy stories. They more about Q, though, right?
I heard both. I ain't gonna lie.
You worse than me. Chill out, bro.
But
so who are some of the guys that you grew up, like, watching? Some of the guys you paid attention to, you kind of just took a little bit of their game and put it in your game?
Man, I mean, growing up, I was obsessed with Kobe. Like, I think, like, watching him shoot the mid-range, bro, was different for me. Like, I think, and that's what I do in my game. I'm a big mid-range shooter. And I find the beauty in it. Like, if you ask anybody, that's really what I do. So, like, growing up, I watched a lot of Kobe. I watched a lot of Melo. Just watching how they got to their spots and kept the game real simple, like, me, I'm not the most flashy player, but I get to my spot and I'm rising up over you and it's over. Okay. So, like, that was someone I watched. But just, like, I watched Kobe on a mentality standpoint, just like how he approached every game, every day, like it was his last, and he had that dog in him, and I think that's just me. That's how I play. Like if you watch me play, you gonna feel that, and like whether you shooting it good or you not, they gonna play hard. So yeah, that was a big dude that I watched a lot growing up. It's Kobe, man.
Who is somebody you want to match up with? You kind of want to size them up and play against?
That's a good-ass question.
I know when I played, I couldn't wait to play against KG. KG was like the one for me. When I got on court with him, it was like, yeah, I gotta play hard because I want him to improve me.
I think one dude I want to play is Jason Tatum. I want to guard him.
But
I want to see what he about. Like I want to see.
You know them St. Louis boys. You know they tough now.
Yeah, nah, he tough. Man. He's more my era a little bit.
Yeah.
Someone that like I grew up watching when I was in high school a little bit, seeing his game, and like I think someone that I could really like try to like follow in his path and just like learn from him and see what he's doing. So
You probably done already played in the Garden.
Yeah, for sure.
Before, like, what are some of the other, like, what is another arena that you would love to play in, that you're looking forward to playing in?
That's a great question. Sure, I would love to play in the Staples Center. That would be
you know that, right?
That would be a dream
what I'm
come
saying?
true, man. Yeah, but
that's my favorite, all-time favorite arena. Even though they changed it to some crypto.com, whatever you got going.
Yeah, I ain't
still
even
call it
say that.
Staples. I still call it Staples.
Staples Center. But yeah, man, just all the history behind it and just being there in that moment, seeing them jerseys up there, embracing that moment would be crazy.
Yo, this would be a piece of advice I would give you for somebody, because for me, we was in the same draft. He went 3, I went 18.
Word.
I felt like I was way better than that shit. I'm just keep it real. I had my family.
sure.
I'm in the green room. I'm like, I shouldn't even been in this fucking green room. They going at 18, but you feel me? Like, I remember my agent, I still got the same agent to this day, Jeff Wexler. He told me something like that night, because he was like, we got in the bag and everything. He was like, Hugh, I know you. He was like, I know you pissed.
Yeah.
And he was just like, just look at it like this. Like, he had been telling me this from the beginning, but it made more sense then. It made way more sense now. You know what I'm saying? Obviously in hindsight. But he was like, this is like the start of the race. Like, they just hitting it. It's like, just like you said in the 3-minute thing, you was sprinting. This ain't no sprint.
Mm-hmm.
I made it 13 years, which was a blessing. It was like more than people that went in front of me made it.
Yeah.
And so, like, that's what he was like. Like, whatever happened, that don't mean
That don't define you.
that ain't over. It's just the beginning. Because, like, regardless of what happens, whatever pick you going, it's gonna be summer league, gonna be all these different things that come after that that play a part to what's gonna happen before the season even get there. And even when the season get there, it's still the race.
Yeah.
The next season gonna still be like, it's gonna be it's gonna keep being that until it's not, until you through with your career. So that's my point. Like, always keep that in mind. Like, it's gonna always, I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
Whoever go number one, it's gonna be somebody they gonna be looking at that got something that they want. So you know what I'm saying? Always keep your eyes on your own journey and your own race. Run your own race. It ain't gotta be at the pace of everybody else's. So just always remember that. Keep working how you working, bro, and you're gonna be fine. That's a piece of advice, because the draft didn't go the way I wanted it to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was cool, but it wasn't for you. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like, that helped me just having that in my mind. Like, all right, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is just a start.
Word.
This don't mean you finish here.
Yeah, definitely. That's really, bro, how I've been approaching it. Is like, regardless whatever happens on that night, man, that don't define me. That don't define the work I've done put in to get there.
Yeah.
And I just know, like, what I'm capable. And I know all I got to do is get my foot in the door, like you said. Like, there's going to be so many opportunities.
Yeah.
It's about how I seize them. And that's what I'm looking forward to, for real.
How did you prepare for, like, the draft and all that stuff? Like, what kind of the workouts and stuff that you prepare? You stayed here at home and prepared?
In the beginning, so I left school, like, March. Once tournament was over, I left school. And I was finishing up online. And I was just here training with my peoples back home. But I was doing like strength training in the morning, skill work right after. And then I would usually come back and just shoot at night. Kind of continued on that same process when I went to my pre-draft, because it was good. It was effective for me in the beginning with Portsmouth and stuff. So it worked. So when I got to my pre-draft, I kind of followed that same daily schedule and that worked. So I just progressed with it, and I was like, I enjoyed it. But then, once it starts picking up, you leaving, you going to travel, working out for different teams, it's hard to really, maintain that schedule. Like, you can't really find time to. I be lifting in the hotel rooms and trying to find whatever I could get.
Like, I used to hate, like, camps and all this stuff. They used to always, like, put a bunch of kids on a team, and it'd be like everybody out there trying to shoot the rock. Nobody want to pass.
Yeah,
play.
for sure.
Like, to play in 3 different sessions
with everybody trying
doing
to
the same
with
thing.
everybody trying to get the $1 million ticket. Like, how? Like, just tell me the process. Like, how the coaching be? How
Yo,
Like when you go out there, like you be like, shit, I'm just gonna play hard if they pass it to me or not, or you try to, oh man, I feel the lane all the time. Like, you know,
sure,
it just be a lot of extra stuff be going on. And I know you see a lot of extra stuff going on within the process, especially starting all the way from the bottom. But
that
just tell us, like,
that make it that much harder.
Yeah,
than what he did. Like,
it make it that much harder.
Everybody thirsty as fuck.
For sure. And that's what I was trying to do. Like, I'm trying to show everybody all the other stuff. Like, I feel like they all gonna know everyone gonna try to go out there and shoot. Everyone try to be ball dominant, dribble, and go get a bucket. I was trying to show them I'm doing everything else. I'm gonna get that rebound. I'm gonna dive on the floor. I'm gonna get that steal. Like, that's how I'm gonna make my mark and make my name. And everywhere I went, I did that exact thing. And I'm trying to master that. I'm trying to be the master of, like, the intangibles. Like, I'm gonna be someone that, you know, you can count on me to do all of that. Like, I ain't gonna show up on the box score. I ain't gonna wow you. But, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, you're going to feel me. Like, you're going to know, like, oh, damn, he affected the game.
You're going to remember my name when you left that game. Yeah.
Like, damn, he played hard as hell. Like, I want him on my team. Like, that's what you're going to see when you watch me. So
and making the right play.
Yeah, so, you know, I had some dudes on my team for sure. They was, you know, trying to get theirs. But, yeah, like, I feel like that don't really affect my game too much because you're going to feel me in other ways.
Who kind of taught you that discipline? Like, who kind of instilled it in you, like that?
I think it's a credit to a couple people, bro. Like my pops. I think my early trainers, John Arnold, someone who was a big advocate for me growing up. He just always believed in me, always believed in my work, and you know, always taught me to do all that stuff. You know, when my shot not falling, just, you know, affect the game other ways. Peter Way, my high school coach. I think, you know, like I said before, he changed my life, like taking me in and, you know, putting the whole the school on my back kind of, and just putting the keys in my hands. I think I learned and matured so much, and just, you know, I learned to love the game in a different light than just scoring, and that's how I just fell in love with the game for real, just from those people just collectively giving me information.
What are some of your memories from drafts before you? You know, do you know when? What drafts you remember? Because you 22, like.
Word.
I'm 22 years out the league. I got drafted in 2000.
Damn,
you know, so my
crazy.
suit might look black and white if you see my draft.
You gotta bring that type of stuff up though.
But
baggy suit.
it was like a box Chevy. It was real, you know, just, you know.
Word.
But what are some of your memories from the drafts that you've seen over the years?
Oh man, I think the one that sticks out to me is really last year. That's crazy. I had took a video on my Snapchat and I'm like, yo, bro, like, I'm gonna be here next year. And I hold myself. The past 2 years I did it because I saw it again. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna just remember that, keep that in the back of my head, like, just so I could see it visible. Like, yeah, I'm watching it right now. I'm gonna be there, and telling myself, like, I'm manifesting it. But nah, man, I think there's been a bunch of drafts. I watch all of them, but I think the most recent ones connect with me the most because it's feel like I was so much closer to my dream.
So your dad put the ball in your hand, right?
Yeah, for sure.
How's the record of 101s? Like, is he winning or is you winning?
I ain't gonna lie, when I was young, he used to get at me. He used to get at me crazy, like, to the point where
you got frustrated?
We used to be at the park, and dude used to win, hit the game winner, and run to the car. He told me, I ain't playing no more. I'm done for the day. Yeah. And I'm like, nah, I want to win. I want to play you again. Come on, I want to play you again. He run into the car, and then, like, I don't even get a chance to play him again. I'm crying, getting all mad, like, throwing a tantrum. And he just like, I don't care. Just take that L, hold it with you. We're going to play again tomorrow.
He said, hold it with you.
Hold it with you. We're going to play it again tomorrow. And he used to just kill me every day. And then finally I got big enough, and now I got tapes of me just dunking on him, doing all types of
He
stuff.
allowed that type of change to happen?
Oh, yeah, he had to.
No, he didn't, because when the change happened, he was supposed to
Just
cease
quit.
and desist. You not ever getting that. You say you got footage dunking on him?
Dunking on him. I had to get it.
How old are you when you started winning consistently against your dad?
Like 13, 14. Like 14.
That came quick. It was supposed to take a little longer than that.
That's when I had my growth spurt. I had my growth spurt. My pops
was 16, 17 at least, something.
My pops only like 5'9".
Oh,
by the time I hit 14, I was like 6'2".
Posting him up.
Start feeling myself a little bit. It was over. But yeah, yo, when I was younger too, Chris used to get at me, yo.
Chris who?
Chris Bernard.
What?
Bro. I was young though, like 8.
Oh, okay, yeah.
8'9".
You had to be an 8.
He just blocking my shots, bro. He was terrorizing me. Yeah. And he wouldn't give me no type of he wouldn't even let me get a bucket.
This is the only face that will happen while we speak of this. Proceed.
Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie though, he ain't ever give me a chance to play him again when I got older. He did it right that time. He was just like, nah.
Them jeans might be too tight this time.
Yeah, he too old now too.
He too old now. We definitely good luck with your career and everything, you know. Of course, if you're making them all-star games and winning all that, you definitely got to come back and holler us.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But, man, good luck on that. Appreciate you
Jared
coming on.
Rhoden in the building,
Appreciate it, man. Love.
Much love.